What's up, guys? You already know this is your boy, Been the Rich. I just finished a workout and I'm here. There's a few topics that I want to talk about that's been bothering me. Let me kind of try to put this phone down. Yeah, see, my face look tired because I've been working out and stuff, but there's a few topics that I want to address. And I see it's very common in America and all over the world. Before I even start, I want you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend to tell a friend that there's some Jamaicans in America flipping a lot of houses. Anyway, let's get to the point. I'm starting to get tired because I fell victim also of this. Why is it when a black man becomes successful, he had to do something or make some sacrifice in order to be successful? But when other races and nationality become successful, they did it the natural way. Because I've been seeing a pattern of a lot of people trying to bring down great black men. Some of them put themselves in the position to be talked about in that way, but is it a coincidence that all great black men these days, one by one, we're falling one by one. And then guess what? Our black men and our black women, they become house slaves. As in, whatever master say, they agree with master. So if they say, hey, Tyler Perry went down the road and he shoot somebody, everybody's like, oh, Tyler Perry went down the road and he loot somebody. It's just been annoying. Let me tell you I'm gonna give you the recipe for success, and I bet a lot of you is still not gonna do it. First of all, if you are gonna be successful or be a successful man or woman, you cannot sleep 8 hours a day. Let me repeat, you cannot sleep 8 hours a day. Second of all, you can't stay in one place saying you want to be successful. You got to be always moving, always searching for the next big thing, the next big deal. What's the next big thing that I'm going to do? What's the move that I'm going to make that nobody else is willing to make? So because a lot of people living out of fear and you're scared to go out there and to live your dream, you are scared to go out there. Yes, you scared to go out there and live your dream. You're scared to go out there and say, you know what? I'm going to do something that I've never done so I could attain something I've never had. You don't have the guts to do it. So when a few of us, which they call the 1 to 3%, get up and work hard over the years, you was so busy partying, you was busy buying Louis Vuitton and Gucci. Instead of investing your money, you are spending your money on liability. Let me break it down this way. You was impressing other poor people. So you're poor and you're buying all this clothes and you buying this big car and you live in your mama's basement. And you are impressing other poor people? Does that even make sense? I have nothing against Louis Vuitton, I have nothing against Gucci. If you can afford it, yes, buy it. They started from scratch too. Now they have this big brand that everybody wants. So when you see other people go out there and work hard, and I know a lot of people don't even know this, I've been building my real estate company for 10 years. But no one saw when I was struggling. No one saw when I was sleeping on the couch. No one saw when I was sleeping in blow-up beds. No one saw when I was sleeping in old houses on the floor, just to get it going. No one saw when I was working in the snow. No one saw when I was working through the sun hot. No one saw when my family member kicked me out of their house. No one saw when I was in a 1-bedroom with my family. No one saw that. No one cares about the process. But as soon as you arrive, everybody has something to say. Stop bringing down your young black men and women that you see successful. Why don't you take a page out of their book? Why don't you take a page out of their book? Why don't you get up early? Why don't you take a chance and start a business? If you watch my previous videos, I give you guys formulas upon formulas upon formulas upon formulas how to make money. How many of you guys listen to those videos and even put some of that action into your life in order to move forward and be successful? So when you see other people, I've seen it happen. Look, Tyler Perry, he just had one of the biggest movies in America, right? And as soon as he hits, because he did it independently and by himself, look what happened. I'm not saying what P. Diddy is doing was right, because he did a lot of stuff that I'm hearing, allegedly, if it's true. That's not nice, and no guy should do that. But if these girls are consenting and taking money so he could do whatever he wants to them, who is to blame? Bill Cosby, another guy that's rich, and they're going one by one. But guess what? We're not bringing down, the other nation is not bringing us down. We are bringing us down. Because as soon as you hear a story or you hear a narrative, we run with it. But let me tell you, you're just scared. And because you are fearful of taking a chance on yourself, because you don't believe in yourself, you're just scared. And you can't admit that you're just scared. Get up. In order to get something you never had, you have to do things that you have never done. Like get up early. You've been waking up 12 o'clock all your life, midday. Get up at 8. Try something new. Then you try to get up at 6. But don't sit here and say, oh, every time a black man becomes successful, he made a sacrifice or he did this and he did that. You're just mad. You're looking at somebody living the life that you wanted to live. I got up one day, I watched Andrew Tate, I watched all these millionaires, and I said, damn, that's how I want to live. What am I going to do that? I know I could have stayed in my 9 to 5, because I've never seen anyone work a 9 to 5 to be a multimillionaire. You cannot work for someone to be a multimillionaire. Right? So, I started getting up early. And I start going to different states, and I start going different places. I start talking to millionaires because that's who I wanted to be. You are as good as the 5 people you hang out with the most. So look in your circle and tell me if that's what you want to be. And sometimes it's okay. You got to leave the circle, go become successful, come back and help who wants the help. Not a handout. Listen again. Not a handout. Help who wants the help. Anyone could be successful if you have 2 things: discipline and consistency. So I'm going to leave you with this message today. It's not even about real estate. We've been selling houses, we've been buying houses. That's the everyday thing. We've been renting houses. That's an everyday thing for us. But today I want to tell our people, stop. I don't care. I'm living my best life and I know who I am. So I don't really care what people say about me. Because at the end of the day, they're going home to their miserable life. And I'm going home to, I can do whatever I want, when I want. It's not to brag, it's just to show you that you can do it too without hating on someone. You don't have to hate on people. because your life is miserable. How about you pick up your phone and say, hey, I see you doing this. How do we go about doing that? How do we go about doing this? My people, stop. Get up. Stop bestowing your fears on other people. The time you're taking to watch other people's lives, you could be doing something with yourself. And that's why you are exactly where you are, because you're more invested in other people than in yourself. Been the Rich Team Real Estate. I just feel to say that today. Nothing, anything about real estate. But if you wanna become rich, fastest way to do it, real estate. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Take my word serious. Stop fighting each other and work together and build generational wealth. God bless.
I got too much money, bro. I'm rich, I'm confused. I got too much money, bro. Rich and can't lose.